I have been licked. Live on stream. Gaslight, gatekeep, Nivea. Oh, they gave us more pins! It took them over 3 years. They finally gave us more pins. Oh god. Bless Jesus, Allah, whoever's up there. There you go. Okay, so I walked into this quest by accident and it won't let me leave it, so I have to do the reading out right now. What kind of attitude is that, Editor Jenk? And what about your attitude, Agent Talochard? I'm helping you with a problem here. And did I ask for your help? What are you two arguing about? What good timing. Help me explain. I'm Agent Talochard from the Merchant Phantom, investigating a case at the Steambird. But this amateur keeps interfering with my deductive process. I mean, just who is the investigator here? Well, it's kind of odd for an amateur to advise a professional. I was merely suggesting that she not jump to any conclusions. She's barely started investigating, and she's already decided I'm the killer. It's defamation, I tell you. It does sound like defamation, but it's important to find the... Wait! Killer? What happened? It's possible that an unfortunate newspaper employee has been... Oh, it's so sad. What do you mean by, He's missing, that's all. Even if he is just missing, you're still mixed up in this, and that's because you drove him away. Didn't you, Editor Jenk? Let's paint the scene. An idealistic young reporter finally gets a job with the newspaper of his dreams. He yearns to fight the evils of society with the power of his pen. But to his dismay, he discovers the newspaper is as corrupt as everything else, black of ink, black of heart. Valuable stories are ignored in favor of puff pieces about popular music. His ideals are met with lies, his dignity trampled upon. Oh, it's such a sad story. Until finally, one night, he awakes from a nightmare upon a tear-sodden pillow and decides to flee the place that shattered his dreams. What are you, an investigator or a bad novelist? You're cawing like a crow. So, Editor Jenk, is this the truth behind his disappearance? You are his boss, are you not? Yet you deny your responsibility? Agent Talochard, your imagination knows no bounds. May I suggest you hand in your badge and take up a job at our newspaper? We also publish fantastical stories, you see. Fantastical? As if. My deductions are entirely plausible. Quite fantastical indeed. Agent Talochard, let me clarify. The missing employee is Sir Arthur. Ring any bells? Sir Arthur? Paimon's heard that name somewhere. Isn't that the bird? Sir Arthur is the Steambird that gives the Steambird its name. Our symbol, our mascot. Oh, that's Sir Arthur, the one who stands by the door announcing the news. Yes, so a Steambird that can neither walk nor fly. I fail to see how I could have driven it away. Wait, blast you, shouldn't you have mentioned that before? Do you have something against me? Look, you're the one who turned up and started accusing me of murder. If anyone has an axe to grind, it's you. Oh, do stop bickering. The important thing right now is to find Sir Arthur. Yes, Paimon's right. Ah, Editor-in-Chief Euphrasie, Agent Curve, you've returned. Thank you for your help, Jenk. You may go now. Editor-in-Chief Euphrasie, hello. And who is this? Hello, Harley and Paimon. And this is... Hello all, I am Millie Curve, Agent Talochard's assistant. You can talk? Like Sir Arthur? No, Agent Curve is a special investigations drone belonging to the Merchant Phantom. He's remotely operated by someone back in the office. Isn't that the case, Agent Talochard? Huh? Oh yes. Yes, that's the case. I didn't know Fontaine had such advanced technology. Well, unfortunately, this isn't the time to bring you up to date on our advances, much as I would enjoy doing so. Right now, I need you both to help with getting Sir Arthur back. Eh? Us? You've already got 2 professional investigators. Yeah, this is our case. The thing is, Agent Talochard, neither of you are official investigations with the Merchant Phantom, are you? Oop. You watch what you say. This is a genuine uniform, I'll have you know. But as I understand it, you were simply passing by and decided to start investigating of your own accord. I can't imagine why. I wonder if I should speak to the Merchant Phantom and No, there's no need. Okay, I admit it. What? You're impersonating Measure Say Phantom agents? Well, to be honest, they're just agents who are a bit special. In any case, I'm grateful to Agent Curve, who told me some very interesting things while we were interviewing the local residents. Curve, what did you tell her? As you know, Agent Talochard, the Mosso protocols require me to answer all of Editor-in-Chief Euphrasie's questions honestly. The Mosso protocols? Is that some kind of customer service agreement? Ugh, those pesky protocols. I don't mean to offend agents, but Sir Arthur is of great importance to the Steambird, and I would like to have more professionals on the case. Harley and Paimon, for example. You want us to join the investigation? Indeed I do, and on behalf of the Steambird, I promise you will be rewarded. What do you think? We're in. Excellent. I hope you will all work together. The newspaper will be most grateful. Okay, just don't tell the Maison that we're here on the sly. Wait, you're playing hooky? Hey, let a girl have her secrets, why don't you? Maybe when I know you better. Okay, Curve, if we're teaming up, we should show them our notes. Please take these statements, which we took from nearby residents. Ooh, have you got any leads then? Of course, we're good at our jobs. Okay, so next we should investigate the scene. Sir Arthur disappeared last night, so there should still be clues to be found. Resident's testimony. Testimony from a resident near the Steambird newspaper. A drunken vagrant? Oh, I know him. That's Rocher. I've seen him near the docks. He's always begging for a drink from the vendors there. Honestly, he wasn't like this before. If you're asking about anyone suspicious, I did always see a little kid going to the newspaper, but he never went inside. He'd just mosey around near Sir Arthur. Maybe he just likes toys like that.
A good newspaper should be a lighthouse of truth.
I did always see a homeless drunk hanging around near the entrance to the newspaper very close by. He seems to have slept there every night recently. Alright. Investigate. Ugh, this bottle stinks. And it smells fishy too. Information retrieved. This item is related to a resident's testimony. Let's record this in our investigation notes first. Dirty, empty wine bottle, in which a strange smell wafts like a sea filled with salty fish. Lovely. Commonly found button that shows signs of having its thread snapped. Huh? A button? Doesn't look like there's anything special about it, other than the fact it's here. Let's record this in our investigation notes first. Simple button. The commonly found button that shows signs of having its thread snapped. Okay. An empty pedestal. If you look closely, you can see a notch left by a sharp implement. What's this? Based on the shape and depth. This, by the way, is the Gardamek, but I'm not doing a robot voice. I can't be asked. Based on the shape and depth, this was made by a small knife or something similar. So where's the knife now? Let's add this to our notes. So it was cut by a short knife or dagger. Okay. Letter that seems to have already been opened. The writer's desires have dissipated with the wind. Paimon doesn't get it. What's with this letter? Let's record this in our investigation notes first. Containing no particularly special information. If there is any information here, then it is that the letter within is already gone. A tangle of footprints with no consistent depth or pattern. Ugh, look at all these footprints. Looks like quite a few people came by. Based on these patterns, they belong to 4 different people. The paper has already put a lid on this news and isolated all non-related individuals. As such, we can assume that these footprints were left behind during the crime itself. Let's record this in our investigation notes first. Have you searched the entire scene? Are you sure you haven't missed anything? We've got so much evidence. Footprints, a bottle. Paimon's brain is almost fried. Let's think, Harley. Does this give us any leads? Maybe something that tells us what to do next? Oh god, how many people are associated with the disappearance of Sir Arthur? Oh, this. Where can the suspect be found? Hey! It was one of them. Things are a bit clearer now, but Paimon's not sure anything we found is very useful. Paimon guesses the best league is that vagrant, Rocher. I agree. One set of footprints must be his, right? And he sounds like the most suspicious. Why so? Well, he's a vagrant, and vagrants are meant to wander about. but he stays in one place. He's definitely up to something. I'm not sure that's entirely logical. Trust me, I'm right. Let's go and check the docks. Someone said they saw him there. Source, trust me, bro. Men. Rocher has to be oh, I thought he was like, fucking men. That's not what was indicated at all. Men. Rocher has to be hiding here somewhere. He owes, so he has to pay. Find him for me. And as if not paying his debts wasn't enough, he's made me chase after him. I'm going to trash his place and break his legs. Fair enough. Woof, woof. What are you barking at? Stop! What are you doing? She's gonna fucking whistle. Who are you? Mind your own business. Director 42, look at the uniform. They're the Merchant Phantom. Maybe we should fall back? I know, poor doggo. Forever Rocher. I don't care about who they are. Steel yourself, men. With me. Director 42, the blonde one and the robot are difficult to handle. Blasted mud. I slipped and fell. Guess Rocher got lucky. Okay, lads, move. I see you're a fighter, Harley. Oh, that's nothing for her. Woof, woof. Oh, no need to thank me, pup. We're looking for your master. Does he owe people money? Hey, listen, pup. Your master took Sir Arthur to pay off a debt, right? Spit it out. Where's he hiding? In my humble analysis, this line of questioning will fail due to language incompatibilities. The puppy looks at you as if to say, yeah, obviously. Then let's search the area. That thief must be here somewhere. Pile of dirty, empty wine bottles, from which a strange smell wafts like a sea filled with salty fish. Those bottles! We found one of those by the Steambird. A picture of a loving couple. Aww. Cute. Is this Rocher and his wife? Ragged old clothes from who knows where, emitting an odd smell. Lovely. What's that puppy doing? Wandering around? Aren't these a girl's clothes? Stop gendering clothes! Information retrieved. The woman in the photo is... Is who, bitch? Oh, I'm stuck. Whoa, there's someone hiding in the chest! Hi, bestie. Don't hit me! So you're Rocher? I don't have any more. Not a single coin. It's okay. We chased the debt collectors off. Oh, wonderful. And what a charming young Melusine you are. You are right. I am Rocher. And when I make it big, I won't forget to reward you generously. Dream on, you thief! We're with the Merchant Phantom, and we're here to arrest you. You stole Sir Arthur last night, didn't you? Confess. Who did you sell it to? Me? Stole Sir Arthur? By the Hydro Archon. As if a person of my standing would do such a thing. And I've been hiding in this chest since yesterday evening. Why? Oh, really? Curve, what's the verdict? Biodata anomaly identified. Mr. Rocher, you are lying. Me? Lying? Nonsense! Calumny! Slander! Where's the evidence? The bottle by the Steambird. We found a bottle by the Steambird just like these ones. You left it there, right? Even if the bottle is the same, that doesn't mean I left it there. Why, a place the size of Fontaine must be full of drunkards like me. Result replicated. Biodata anomaly identified. Mr. Rocher, you are lying. Hey, what's with this metal bucket? Damn. If I'm going to have my honesty and nobility smeared, I want an actual person to do it. It's like, if I want to get roasted, it needs to be by a living, breathing human. Weird hill to die on, my guy. Less shouting. Listen here, thief. We're going to turn this place upside down and shake it to see if any evidence falls out. So no crying when we find something. Look then. Look! Without real evidence, all you can do is insult me. The puppy looks at you as if waiting for something. Oh, choose the most reasonable We're giving the evidence to the puppy? Woof, woof. Huh? What's he doing? I know, he must have recognized the scent. The bottle must have Rocher's scent on it. Woof, woof. Lombroso, did you have to... Rocher, see, the dog recognizes your scent. Do you still deny that you were at the newspaper office? Okay, calm down, won't you? And Lombroso, you traitor. Damn. Lombroso wags his tail happily as if saying, I don't understand. Ugh, okay, I admit it. Wow, Curve, you were spot on. How did you know? Can you detect liars? Yes, like he literally said. Correct, Ms. Paimon. Really? You're a lie detector? Hey, didn't we talk about prying into other people's private lives? Get to know us first. She said before you ask if he's a lie detector, buy him dinner first. Hurry up and come clean, Rocher. What did you do? But that's my private life, isn't it? How dare you? Fess up or you'll be enjoying plenty of privacy in the Fortress of Maripede. No, okay, I admit I've told a few tiny little lies, but I didn't steal Sir Arthur, honest. I slept by the Steambird's entrance last night, that's all. When I went to sleep, Sir Arthur was there, but when I woke up it was gone. And I was worried people would suspect me, so I ran. That's not the full story, is it? We've been told you've been seen there a lot lately. Planning your heist, no doubt. That's not true. I was hoping to get some work there. You know, start off picking up litter, maybe some bigwig might spot your potential, and then, whoosh, your career takes off. How would he spot your writing potential if you're just picking up litter? Seems like you were the one causing the litter with your stinky wine bottles. That's not going to impress any bigwigs, that's for sure. I don't believe it. He's lying again. It's true. Let me finish. I know how I look now, but I used to work at the Palais Mammonia. Well, it was my wife that got me the job. Oh, nepotism. Her family used to be a big deal, and they still have some connections. Anyway, I used to be respectable. Really? I'm not sure which is worse, begging for food or relying on your wife. Drag him, oh my god. Don't say that. I wanted to become successful under my own steam, obviously, but that's when the problem started. A while back, some people offered to let me in on their business. Don't worry about startup funds, they said. You can owe us. So I signed up. Oh, this is a pyramid scheme. But I soon realized that the goods they were giving me were unsellable garbage. And then they started demanding I pay what I owed them. Were those the people who were here? Yeah, I didn't have any choice but to pawn things from home to get some money. But I didn't realize that what I'd taken belonged to my wife. Something her grandfather left her. How did you not realize it was hers? Like, when you own things, you know that they're yours. The Ferrero Rocher MLM. How do you not know that something doesn't belong to you? When she realized this, I was too scared to tell her the truth, so I said that I'd lost money gambling. That's worse, bestie. She was furious and threw me out. Huh? Why not tell the truth? Maybe she'd have forgiven you if she'd known. What does this guy know about telling the truth? If he claimed he lost at gambling, he could blame bad luck. If he lost it on a bad business deal, he'd have to admit to being a good-for-nothing loser. But what does this have to do with the newspaper? A month ago, the Steambird reported on a team of scammers, the Elegant Tableware Confrérie. Those were the people who conned me, professional con artists. Wow, the Steambird is pretty good at their job, huh? I know, that's why I wanted to work there. It would have been a respectable job, and I could have earned enough to get my wife's things back. Curve, is that true? Biodata has returned to normal range. Mr. Rocher is not lying. Huh, so it really wasn't him. So did you see anything suspicious last night? I did. I was woken up by some noise and I think I saw someone. Someone very small, running away. That's suspicious, right? Oh, a Melusine? Someone small? The statements from the residents mentioned a young boy. Could be him. But where would we find him? If only we had a puppy to show us the way again. Lombroso wags his tail happily. He seems to know he's being talked about. Now that you mention it, Lombroso has an excellent sense of smell. Why don't we see if he can pick up a scent? Paimon's not sure it'll work, but it's worth a try. I swear on that metal bucket that I'm not lying to anyone. After he got caught in several lies. The puppy looks at you as if waiting for something. Okay, so let's give him the button. Woof, woof. Where's he going? Quick, follow that puppy. After some time, you come to a certain spot with Lombroso. Oh! I was like, what is that noise? And I realized it's Farina's familiars. The puppy has stopped. Could the owner of the button live nearby? All of this the thing. Look, there's someone at home in that house over there. Let's go ask. A con artist, just like Mama and that other one. Bro, what? It's not like that, Kevin. Kevin! I don't know anything. Also, I hate you all. I love that that's an addition. It's like, also, I hate you. Don't run, Kevin. Ugh. Sorry to interrupt. What do you guys want? Don't worry, madam. We're agents from the Mercy Phantom, and we're investigating a theft. A button linked to your family was found at the scene. Do you have any comments? Oh, I sued? No. I sewed that on for Kevin just recently. But Kevin's a good child. He couldn't possibly be mixed up in theft. I knew it! Madam, I regret to say you have raised a thief. Please be reasonable, agent. Even if this is Kevin's button, all that proves is that he was at the newspaper office. And why would he be there, if not to steal? Did you just say newspaper office? Yeah, how did you know that's where the theft happened? No, you must have misheard me. Ironclad, irrefutable evidence. The fucking whistle. Don't try and lie your way out of this. You'll only make things worse for you and your son. No, my son didn't mean to steal anything. He only took that knife to defend himself. Bro. Knife? I thought we were looking for a mechanical Steambird. You mean Sir Arthur? But Kevin only had a knife when he came home. Oh, just a knife. Your young son, he just had a knife. It's fine. Madam Madeline, why did your son go to the newspaper? What did he do there? Tell us everything. Oh, my Kevin just adores that Steambird outside the newspaper office. Every time we go into town, he goes to visit it and tells it all his troubles. Oh, there was that thing which had, like, the knife, like, the blade marks in it. Yesterday evening, we had a bit of a fight and Kevin stormed off to the newspaper office. But this time, he came back with a knife. He said he'd found it stuck in the Steambird's pedestal. So that explains the notch, but why did he take the knife? He said he noticed that Sir Arthur was missing and wanted to find it, but then some drunken man staggered towards him. He got scared and picked up the knife. Could we see the knife? I told him to get rid of it. I was worried it might cause trouble. I think that ship sailed. That knife could be a clue. We'll need to ask Kevin where it is. I wish you could, but he's run off again. We're arguing a lot at the moment about his father. You see, his father's a mechanical engineer posted outside the city. Kevin hasn't seen him for a long time. He's having a bit of an early rebellious phase. He's furious with his father for not being here. A problem child, huh? Not easy to deal with. Still, we'll need to find him and ask about that knife. There's no way Kevin would ever steal anything. This really your house? This is, like, just a table with extra steps. Damn bitch, you live like this? Literally. Like, bro, you're not even gonna have any, like, covers on the bed? Like, not a pillow? Come on, you blasted beasts. Eat me if you can. Ayo. Oh no, Kevin's been caught by monsters. Isn't that fine, though? That's a problem child we're talking about, and any monster that eats him will inherit those problems. It'll save us some trouble, won't it? Hey, we only need to take care of the problem, alright? Who wants to take care of a kid? What is this?
Right now. Right here.
Why does it keep feeling like they're making a Home Alone reference with this kid? Who are you? Why are you making such an unholy racket? Let him die? You might want to try saying thanks. We just saved you. Thanks? What's up? Why the angry face? You gonna hit me? Bro! Kid, a thumping would do you good. Why does that sound like my mom? But we're professionals, may I should say phantom agents. We don't beat people in public. In private, though. But we do need to ask you some questions. If you keep anything from us, we'll have to take you in. And then, well, we won't be in public, will we? Take me in? Sure, go ahead. And take him in too. Him? Who is that? Roland. That's his name. You should arrest him too. Is that your father? I wish he wasn't. I haven't even seen him for a year. Ah, no wonder Madame Madeline said this guy used to complain to Sir Arthur. Paimon guesses that's the root of the problem. Complain? That's a laugh. I was working out how to set up his speech patterns. You haven't realized, I guess, that everything it says is programmed in advance. As soon as I figure out how to do that, I'm gonna program him to say, Voland is a big fat weasel all day, every day. So that's why you were hanging out next to Sir Arthur. Wow, you really are a problem child. Don't say that to him! But Sir Arthur disappeared last night, so I won't be able to finish my research. I don't know who took him. You don't think I took Sir Arthur, do you? Sure, I'm a problem child. Oh, he just says it, okay. But stealing a mechanical steambird isn't one of those problems. In my humble analysis, Mr. Kevin, you have come into contact with a knife. Wait, this robot can speak? How does it do that? Is it the same as Sir Arthur? Shows how much you know. Curve is much more sophisticated than Sir Arthur. For a start, he doesn't need to be told what to say. Then, wow, you're awesome, Curve. Hey, could you say something for me? Say Voland is a big fat weasel. I know you can do it. I can't even read this with a straight face, bro. First, you must prove that said statement is true. Prove it? What the? So that means you can't do it? You suck. Even Sir Arthur could say that. Do not confuse Curve with others. He's no liar. Well, I was going to tell you about the knife if he said it, but he didn't, so the deal's off. Listen, brat, I don't think you understand. If we find Sir Arthur, you can carry on with your plan to slander your father, right? We're on the same side here. Oh, that makes sense. So, okay, I'll tell you. This quest is so fucking funny, and for what? I threw the knife into the sea. I'll mark the spot on your map. Now hurry up and find Sir Arthur. That's more like it, kid. Is there anything else you should tell us? The more we know, the faster we can find Sir Arthur. Let me think. I went to the Steambird, but Sir Arthur wasn't there. Instead, there was that knife. Then a drunk man came at me, so I panicked and grabbed the knife to frighten him off. That's it. So that's what happened. Curve, did you spot any problems? Why do I feel like Rocher is his dad? But then again, different names. I don't know. In my humble analysis, Mr. Kevin is not lying, but I did notice anomalies with Madame Madeline's pupil dilation and breathing earlier. Was she lying? I am unable to confirm that. There was, however, a data fluctuation when she told us that his father's a mechanical engineer posted outside the city. I can explain that. She was lying. Pop doesn't know a spring from a spanner. As if he could be an engineer. My mother's a very experienced liar. She practices on me every day, you see, so you wouldn't be able to tell. A little while ago, she brought a puppy home and said it was a present from my father. But I snuck a look at her letters, and it was from some other man. Well, maybe that man is your new father, right? So congrats, kid! I hope your new father does a better job than the old drunken leech. I might not like what you say, but at least you're being straight with me. I wish my mum would do that. Congrats, kid! You've got a stepdad! I don't know why this is so fucking funny to me. Kevin, don't dwell on that. Your mother's just trying to protect you. She's worried you won't be able to cope if you have to deal with too much all at once. Like a new stepdad? I don't want to know. It's knowing things that causes all my problems. No, it's the fucking whistle again. No, it's the exact opposite. Your problems come from not knowing enough. Not knowing enough? For example, you still don't know that humans lie constantly. Your mother, your father, even you. That's the answer to your problem, kid. And when you realize that, you'll stop having such high expectations. Then you'll be a kid with answers, not problems. Answers? I'm feeling kind of attacked. Me every day. You want your dad back? You know what's better? A new dad? Why is this so funny? Oh, do you disagree? Unless you've never ever told even a single lie? Forget it. I don't need to know the answer. I rather like you right now, so let's not spoil this beautiful moment. The important thing is to find the knife. We've got to go, kid. Think about what I said and you'll find the answers you need. Don't listen to her, Kevin. Listen to Paimon. Go home and have a good talk with your mom. If she lied to you, it's because she had a good reason. I know. Maybe I should go home. What is happening with this quest? I'm deceased. Kevin is back home, but this can't go on. Isn't it time to tell him? Yeah, I feel like his dad is Rocher. Can a problem child really find the answers he needs? So this is where Kevin got rid of the knife? Paimon thinks it's time to get wet. I'm sorry, what, Paimon? I could, but Curve can't go underwater, unfortunately, and I need to stay here with him. Sorry, guess it's all up to you. You know what? We've already met a robot dog, and he could swim. Paimon guesses Curve isn't that advanced. How dare you suggest Curve is less advanced than a dog? He's just not feeling very well. What was the dog's name, anyway? When Curve is better, we'll have a competition and see who wins. Well, someone's being unnecessarily competitive. In my humble opinion, we should be looking for evidence. Never mind. Let's go diving, Harley. We need clues. Clue these nuts. Curve, how are you feeling today? Motherboard temperature, below warning line. Core functionality, 20%. Not much lower than yesterday. Keep it up, Curve. There are ocean currents here. Paimon bets the knife was washed away or something. We question Curve's to cast eyes. We can? The weapon must have been carried here. Let's have a look around. Wow, I wonder. Nothing here either. Looks like we've got to look elsewhere. Oh, okay. I was so confident. Oh. Those thighs also carry weapons. Ayo. It's actually here. Could this crab have brought the blade over? Crab said, mine bitch. Let's hurry up and bring it back so talochard and the others can have a look. Water-stained dinner knife. A water-stained dinner knife. It looks like high-end silverware, but for some reason it shows signs of rusting. Talochard, Curve, we've got the knife. Here, take a look. Huh, this can match up with the notch on the pedestal. But it's just an ordinary table knife. Why would any criminal carry one like that? Maybe they ate at a restaurant and stole a knife there? Then dropped it at the scene of the crime? I give your deductive skills 1 point. Out of 1,000. Relevant information retrieved. A month ago, the Steambird exposed a case of fraud involving the elegant tableware confrérie. Oh, it was like a calling card? The elegant tableware confrérie? Oh, I remember that. A knife like this was part of the evidence gathered. Ha! They must be responsible. There you go again with the must be responsible. Really? We can head back to the office and confirm it. We've got enough time left today. Eh? I thought you two weren't really investigators. Can you really check up on other cases? Okay, I guess we're kind of friends now, so I'll tell you. I'm an evidence clerk with the Merchant Phantom. As such, getting in a piece of evidence from the stores is easy peasy. A what? Is that even a job? So Curve is... evidence. Indeed. Wait. Wow, the evidence is running around solving cases? And why not? You aren't even evidence, but you're doing the same. But didn't Editor-in-Chief Euphrasia say something about Curve being remotely operated? She was helping maintain Curve's cover. She seemed to know his story, which is that he's a lie-detecting robot. That's hard to believe. How come Paimon's never heard of something that incredible? Because he's been stuck at the evidence storeroom. Curve is a vital piece of evidence in a case dating back 30 years. I feel like the voice that I've been doing for her has changed and I don't know how to get it back. Oh, so are you secretly investigating that shocking crime to identify the true perpetrator? As if my life's that exciting. I just got bored and decided to take Curve out for a walk. And that's it? Curve, what do you think? Biodata anomaly identified. Agent Chalosha, you are lying. Oh, Harley, I was just saying I was starting to like you, and now you're using the Mosso Protocol's loopholes against me. The what protocols now? You mentioned those earlier or something, didn't you?
My great creator, Dr. Mosso, added some rules to my core programming to ensure the accuracy of my lie detection. Those rules require me to answer all questions with complete accuracy and honesty. So you can detect a lie but not tell one? And if someone asks you a question, you're obliged to answer it? Correct, Ms. Paimon. What clever rules. So is this Mosso guy some top scientist at the Fontaine Research Institute?
He was a top scientist until he passed away. He died 30 years ago and Curve became evidence.
He died? How? I'm guessing he was probably murdered. I'm guessing that's the crime. Relevant information retrieved. Dr. Mosso died in a duel attempting to prove his innocence after a court found him guilty. Oh. Why was he found guilty? Relevant information retrieved. 30 years ago.
Stop. You keep asking questions. And if you keep asking questions, Curve has to keep answering them. Our priority should be finding Sir Arthur. Editor-in-Chief Euphrasia will be too upset to eat if we don't find him.
Paimon finds that unlikely.
Well, anyway, Curve and I are going to see what we can find out about that knife. Let's meet first thing tomorrow at the Palais Mammonia.
But Paimon's so curious. Couldn't you indulge her this once?
We'll indulge you tomorrow. How about you make a delicious breakfast?
Oh, how about we make you a delicious breakfast? Oh, breakfast? Okay, looking forward to it already.
See you tomorrow morning then.
Okay, they've gone. They have not gone. They're standing right here. Best not to stick your nose into other people's private lives. It's like, yeah, it's been a busy day. We should go get some rest. We'll meet them at the Palais Mammonia tomorrow.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, talochard, how come there's no desk in here?
There just isn't. We don't need desks for our work anyway. And this bench is awesome. Look, it has comfy cushions.
Wait, that's the fucking food that the Melusines make for their birthdays.
Sit down, quick. Come try the delicious breakfast I made for you.
Whoa, thanks, talochard. But what is this? It smells a little odd.
That's my special poisson champ pie. It's even tastier than the usual recipe. It does smell odd, but that's why it's special.
You've piqued Paimon's interest. What about you, Harley? Curve, what do you think? An analysis of the composition indicates eating this could be a difficult trial. Forget it. I'll let you try it, Paimon. You're tougher than me. Not eating? Then Paimon will finish your portion too. Waste not, want not. Paimon, are you good? Paimon starts to chow down and scarfs down a full portion and a half of the odd-smelling pie in the blink of an eye. Half an hour later, she comes back from outside clutching her belly. Bro, Paimon was throwing up.
Just where did you disappear to? If you're still hungry, there's more. I made lots.
Thanks, talochard. No need though. Paimon just went for a quick rest. And there's still some pie left. Harley, why don't we box it up for later?
Your expressions. Wasn't it tasty? I thought I did a good job.
Perhaps you're tough enough. Paimon knows why they call it poisson champ pie now. The poisson are in Paimon's guts, chanting, "We want to swim back out!" I wish that I could have heard Karina, like, say these lines. I wish.
Huh? Oh, that sounds absolutely awful. I'm so sorry.
I mean, it's just because Melusine like different foods to humans. Oh, don't worry about it. Paimon's better already. Anyway, the problem is Paimon's preferences, not your cooking. Back to business. Did you get any info about the knife? Paimon forgot we're supposed to be working now.
Okay, so about that. We did find something that might be useful. This is a knife from the Elegant Tableware Conferee.
The people who said Rocher owes them money?
Yeah, they masquerade as a legitimate business, claiming their tableware is favoured by Fontaine's upper classes and can be sold for hefty sums. People like Rocher often fall for it. They pay a fee to join and get a pile of lousy tableware in return. Then they try to sell it for enough to make back their initial investment and then some. But the tableware itself is unsellable junk, so the victims have no choice but to find other fools to pass the baton to. I hear they call it expanding their downline network.
This is just an MLM, like literally an MLM. Sounds pretty familiar.
See, humans are creatures full of lies.
But it seems like Rocher didn't expand his downline network. In terms of ethical human relations, Mr. Rocher's morals exceed the level of the average person. He didn't continue to bring in more victims. Rocher, you were supposed to recruit more stupid people for the MLM! Get it together, Rocher! Oh, so maybe his wife isn't the worst judge of character.
But his financial acumen is way, way below the average. In the end, his poor wife had to deal with the fallout and took the losses.
That's true. But weren't they exposed by the paper? Can't you guys track down the money and help them recover their losses?
Our colleagues got involved some time ago and made multiple arrests, but the ringleader is a crafty one and immediately claimed that the perpetrators of the scam were temporary employees. Most importantly, he kept all of their accounts completely separate. As a result, recovering the losses has proven extremely difficult.
Is there nothing you can do about it?
We can push things forward today. I got the location of their possible hideout, and I'll be investigating it later.
Whoa, you found their lair!
The Merchant Phantom is more capable than you think. Considering the facts of this case, I now have reasons to believe that Sir Arthur was stolen by the Elegant Tableware Conferee.
Although it does sound very likely, it's best if you don't act so certain of it.
We'll know once we get there. Let's go.
Oh, lovely. We obtained the leftover pie. So their base is underwater? Yeah, no shit, Paimon.
Yes, it seems we must go down. How troublesome. Given Curve's condition, it would be best if he didn't get wet, but it seems we have no choice this time.
You said so last time too. How's Curve?
He's already 30. His core and other components are all starting to get old, so he's got to maintain them. Or else.
30's still kind of young, isn't it? Thanks, Paimon.
30's not young.
Fuck. Yes, it is. I feel so fucking attacked right now.
We're here.
Let's see. Sure are a lot of them in there. What should we do? Charge in? Beat them up? Make them confess? This links back to one of the old, like, Nazis and Kreutz, quests. Violence. Because Virgil, who was the guy who showed us around the old Institute of Natural Philosophy, was working for these guys, and he tried to swindle them, and they beat him up.
Don't be so violent, Paimon. They're already frightened and on edge. They might destroy the evidence if we give them another scare.
That's true. Then let's sneak in, find the evidence, and then beat them up? Do we have to beat them up? Well, it's such a small place, so a fight is inevitable anyway.
Fine, then is it possible to distract them? There must be something here that we can use. Curve, hide and wait here for us. You're too big not to get spotted. Just come over once we're done.
As you wish. And let's hurry up and figure out how to lure them away. How have they not seen us or heard us? What if I just...
Oh no, we've been spotted!
Okay. I wanted to see if it would... Oh no! This is gonna keep doing this! I have regrets! Self-diagnostic in process. Moisture has seeped into the motherboard. Motherboard temperature below warning line. Core functionality 19%. Maybe it's... How? Oh, blow up this... Oh. Do you guys know I'm bad at video games? It's explosive barrel. Can we make use of it by blowing up from a safe distance? Enjoy your luck, fun. This chest. What if Paimon hides inside and makes some noise? Then you guys can go look for clues while they come over to investigate. Think that'll work? Sure, give it a try. Paimon squeezes in. Once the rest of you are well hidden, she starts shaking the chest. Someone's over there, by that chest. Intruder alert. This plan's way too dumb. Oh. Warning, explosive trap triggered. Intruder alert. Uh-oh, that was a trap. What the? Bro! You didn't read and just ran in? I also just ran in, and then they were like, ooh, blah, 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 blah. What's bullfruit? Maybe they really like them? Could we try chucking some way far away to distract them? Give it a try. Only you hide and start chucking it far away. Wow, sweet, bullfruit. Wait, who's throwing them? Alert, alert, intruder alert. This plan's way too dumb. This pot has chicken legs in it. Is someone cooking? Oh, wait, this is the... Oh, I see. This is... Okay. I thought that this was just you had to do one of the other things and then you could go to this, but this is like the distraction that they want you to do. Okay, never mind. How about adding in some seasoning to put them to sleep after their meal? Or we can do something else to drive them away. Nice idea. Check your bag for any useful seasoning, Harley. Wait, the pie. Not the pussy pie. Whoa, Paimon has a feeling it'll be super effective. How have they not noticed that we're here? Hey, how could you put that in there? It's an insult to my culinary talents. Don't be mad, Talochard. Your cooking might end up making a very significant contribution here. There are enemies all around us. Paimon's certain they won't be able to overcome the trial of toughness it poses. Really? Then, fine. Let's hide and watch what happens. How have they not seen us? Once chow time is shouted, the entire elegant tableware confrérie starts gulping down the food with the extra seasoning. It doesn't take long before, one by one, subtle changes begin to appear on their faces, and then they start running toward the exit with their hands clutching their stomachs. See, Talochard? They're experiencing the power of poisson champ pie, just like I said. Hee, I'm incredible. I'll go get Curve. Now we can search for evidence to our heart's content. We could already, because, like, they weren't fucking reacting to us being there. Old clockwork locket. An archaic clockwork locket. That's hard to say. It looks quite old. What's this? Looks like it opens. There's a photo in there. Who is she? Is that like the younger version of the wife? Database responding. Database responding. Database responding. Failed to retrieve information. Retrieval fails? Curve, your database wouldn't respond without having relevant information, right? Did water get inside you? Let's put this away for now. I'll let Curve take a look later. An overwhelming amount of tableware is scattered all over the table in a messy yet charming pile that's ripe for the taking. A table knife! A table knife just like the one left outside the Steambird. It must be them. Sit down. These are weird ass chairs, bro. Fucking Game of Thrones looking ass chairs. Thanks for the fruit, you dickheads. Diary of a Valiant Struggle. After getting the boot from the Order of the Fruit, I was really down in the dumps. Wait! Oh, that was like, the side quest with, Blanche and her brother Tricky Bullfruit. Luckily, I've joined a new group, so I'm feeling a little better. This new group's operations are a little different from the last ones. Anyway, let's go, intrepid Valbury. Crafty Bullfruit, my brother, you're always in my thoughts. Ah. Yeah, so they're connected. Okay, that's cool. I can't believe the higher-ups sent Calla Lily to hunt you down just for the formula to that stupid potion. I guess you're plumb... But I'm out of luck now, huh? But don't worry, I made a big ruckus in the Order of the Fruit in your defense. They may have kicked me out over it, but I've got no regrets. I only hope your soul can rest in peace. But he didn't die. No one else knows this, but I've also put lots of bullfruits in my new home to remember you by. Looks like only 4 of the 5 great operatives of the Order of the Fruit now remain. I finally received my first mission, to get money off some guy named Rocher. That old dog's got no shame, refusing to repay his debts like that. I mean, he doesn't have the money, that's not really a refusal. I went out there and socked him twice before he coughed up a pile of junk. The only thing in there that looked like it could be worth anything was this locket. It looked like a woman's. Surely not his wife's, right? Unbelievable. Who in their right mind would marry a guy like that? Seems like something happened today. Directors 2 through 41 were all taken away. Supposedly, the Steambird blew the lid off our business and got the Merchant Phantom involved. Luckily, I'm new, so I'm safe for now. But I don't get it. Aren't we just in the regular old cutlery business?
Bro.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. To repay the boss's kindness, my first order of business is to pay that paper a little visit. I'd originally planned to tear them a new one, but the boss says that we should keep a low profile for now. I guess I'll start with that dumb bird at the door then. Sorry. Bird in the UK is like slang for woman. A knife through that bird's head should send them the message loud and clear, right? Since the other directors were taken away, I'll go to the boss after the job's done to tell him what I've done. He'll be so happy he might even give me a promotion. Let's go. Intrepid Valkyrie away. Who cooked this guy? Who cooked today? Find him and kill him. Boss! Boss! Boss, I'll immediately... I'll go find the cook.
Humph, this agent right here is today's chef, so who's going to kill me?
What a sentence. Merchant Phantom? Agents? How did you get in here?
I don't think you've got time to worry about that right now. We've obtained evidence of your crimes.
Evidence? But officer, all of them were temporary workers. Didn't you arrest them already?
We're working on another case right now. All of you are suspects in a plot to get revenge against the Steambird by stealing Sir Arthur.
The paper? Impossible. I've never held any grudges toward them. In fact, I even want to thank them for pointing out the flaws in our business model.
You're good with words, but what will you do once we show you this? See, Director 42 admitted it in their diary. Busted!
You fool! Didn't I tell you to keep a low profile for now? But, boss, are we supposed to just lie down and take it when they're bullying us like this? The Merchant Phantom. Officer, with all due respect, this fool is just a temporary employee. He hasn't even passed his probation period. Since he's suspected of breaking the law and committing a crime, I have no choice but to fire him in the spirit of justice. Hey, how much longer are you planning on using that same old trick? Fire me? Why? Boss? Didn't you just say earlier that I'm the only one here who's always been loyal to you? Who are you? What are you talking about? You're fired. We have nothing to do with each other from now on. Take him away, honoured agents. He's all yours. Boss, you betrayed me. Ah, you dirty double-timing dog. I'll take you down with me. Fight, 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 fight. Why are they arguing? Harley, tell them to calm down. I will do no such thing. I'm watching this go down. What if it just went in the water and drowned? No. Don't attack me, buddy. God damn it. Ouch! You blithering idiot. How dare you go against me? You filthy traitorous mutt. You can't stop me. Alright, that's enough. Just play nicely now, would you?
Hey, redhead, hurry up and fess up. Where's Sir Arthur?
Hey, cut it out, shorty. I'm not on your side either, unless you're willing to do me a favour. Help me convict this traitorous, backstabbing thief of a felony and make the rest of his life a living hell. Then I'll try my best to cooperate with you.
Humph, the Merchant Phantom never negotiates with criminals, but with the evidence we already have, the quality of the rest of his life won't be too different from what you are hoping for.
Huh? Don't do that! So, are you going to come clean now? Alright, fine. I'll tell you everything. I didn't actually take Sir Arthur. I know it's strange, but someone got to it before me, so I just stuck the knife there as a warning.
Huh? It wasn't there? You're lying, right?
Harry, you got this curve. It's your time to shine. No anomalies detected in Mr. Intrepid Valkyrie's data.
What? It really wasn't this redhead?
So did you see anything at the scene? I saw a really smelly drunk lying on the ground, just like that debtor Rocher. All I wanted was to stay well away from him. And it's Rocher, right? Is there no one else?
Even if there's nobody, you're going to have to give us someone. You cut short the trail we were following, and you're going to have to take responsibility for it.
Now you're just making things difficult for me. You can do it, Mr. Intrepid Valbury. You even fought back against your own boss. Fine, you're right. Let me think it over for a moment. Director 42, can I say something? What? Do you have any leads? No, I don't. Then just wait a minute. Can't you see that I'm racking my brains right now? Ah, I've got it. I just remembered something. I went to the Fleuve Cendre in search of a locksmith because I needed their help to break into the paper's office at night and wreak havoc. Why are you admitting this? But wouldn't you know, I ran into someone there who was also trying to find a way to sneak into the paper.
Who was it? What was their name?
I don't know, but he was dressed like a member of the Fatui. The Fatui? Them again? Justice may be absent, but the Fatui never are. And what did he do after that? How would I know? I'm not some sewer stalker.
This time it's certain. He's the one who stole Sir Arthur.
Oh, but every certainty of yours has been wrong so far.
It's certainly different this time. Don't you remember? There were 4 pairs of footprints at the scene, so there were 4 suspects at most. The Fatus is the 4th suspect.
What if it isn't him?
Hey, don't look down on me. I'll bet my uniform on it, alright? If I'm wrong again, I'll quit and stay home.
Calm down, alright? Let's not be too hasty.
Hey, Redhead, can you find that guy?
Why don't you just try your luck in the Fleuve Cendre? Why is he running? I've seen him there on more than one occasion. Someone dressed as the Fatus in the Fleuve Cendre. If he really is there, he won't be difficult to spot.
Alright, let's do that. We'll take these criminals back first, and then head over to Fleuve Cendre.
Don't forget your promise. You better convict that 2-timing traitor. Pin him to the wall. Ayo?
Don't worry, neither of you is going anywhere. Huh. Wait, where is he? Where did their boss go?
He was just here a moment ago. He just ran. Well, he snuck off in that direction while you were distracted. What? Why didn't you say something sooner? Well, I wanted you to, but you kind of stopped me, didn't you? That was way before he ran off, excuse me? That's sneaky, conniving? Darn it, he knew his life would be a living hell, so he fled. Hey, how about you let me go and get him for you?
Let you go? What do you think, Herb?
Based on my analysis of Mr. Valbury's data, he's telling the truth.
Then get going, Redhead. Don't disappoint us.
Humph, don't worry. I gave you my word. I give you my word as a man. That means nothing. Really? Are we just gonna let him go? Just like that?
What's wrong with that? If someone deceives another, shouldn't we just support the victim in getting their revenge? I know what it's like to feel angry after being tricked. Oh, Curve, you should be taking notes on this.
As you wish. I have recorded the behavioral and physiological data of everyone involved in my lie learning module.
Then let's stop wasting time here. Our primary objective is to take the others back to the Merchaussee Phantom and then get to the Fleuve Cendre.
You escort the criminals back to the Merchaussee Phantom, and without a moment's rest, you immediately rush to the Fleuve Cendre, the haunting grounds of the other suspect. Well, we're at the Fleuve Cendre now. Now, where to begin our search?
Let's go to a spot with large crowds. Someone in Fatui uniform, something.
Look, isn't that the guy? You're here. Huh? So, did you bring the goods? Who are you? Huh? That's not the code. Who are you? Shoot, I gotta get out of here. Huh? Were we exchanging passphrases just now?
Forget that. Hurry. Don't let him get away.
Oh, wait, this is the kid's dad. We finally caught you, but why run like that? That was exhausting. Stop chasing after me. I haven't done anything wrong.
Why run if you're innocent?
That won't hold up in court. Why don't you tell me what crimes I've committed, huh?
You stole Sir Arthur.
Hey, I didn't steal that. Quite certain someone stole it now, aren't we? Ah, crud.
Don't even think about trying to weasel your way out of this. We even know you've been looking for a way to sneak into the paper's office. Take a look at my uniform, then take a look at your own. Are you trying to cause an international crisis? Do you want to say bye-bye to your life?
No way it's that serious. No, after I complete this mission, I'll be able to retire early. Don't be like this.
Then why don't you try making this a bit easier for me, If you make things difficult for me, then it's only fair that I do the same. Picture your retired life for a moment. When you sit down to eat, you'll look across and see me. Every date you go on, I'll be your chaperone. And for every travel photo you take, I'll be there too, smiling.
This is psychotic. What the fuck? I need this to be a copy pasta. No, stop. That's enough. Don't terrify me like that. I'll come clean, alright? It's not like it's a secret anyway. I'm Ballard, a peripheral intelligence officer. What peripheral means is that I'm not very important. I was tasked with locating a research base belonging to a scientist known as Mosso Lombroso. Mosso Lombroso? Isn't that Dr. Mosso? Wait, I'm connecting dots. Hold on. The dog is called Lombroso. You've heard of him too? He passed away some 30 years ago, and his research base is said to contain valuable information. No one knows its location. What does that have to do with the Steambird? Because Dr. Mosso's death is linked to the Steambird. I'm sure the paper knows something. It's linked to the paper? Correct. That's why I contacted one of their editors, Jank, hoping to get the inside scoop. Oh yeah, Janks is in this. Isn't that the editor who was arguing with Talochard? Would he reveal the paper's inside info? I sent him a small gift. Do you recall that the paper recently exposed the elegant tableware conferee scammers? I provided the details of their crimes. Okay. Whoa, so you did that. You're really amazing, huh? Thank you. Though I may only be peripheral personnel, but I'm one of the better ones. Anyway, the exclusive report gave Jank's reputation quite a boost. But when I contacted him again, he said he had nothing to repay me with. Utterly despicable. That's when you decided to sneak in? Indeed. But I noticed something odd when I got there that night. The signature Steambird at the door was gone. It vanished before you arrived? Not again. That's right, and there was an envelope on its pedestal. Acting on my instincts as an intelligence officer, I opened the envelope. To my surprise, it was full of threats. What? The envelope at the scene? How could you sneak a peek at someone else's letter? Let us look too. Luckily, I've kept it with me. Please help yourselves. Mysterious threat letter. To the Steambird. Mosso's death 30 years ago is still on my mind. Whenever I think of your paper's rhetoric, which intentionally passes off falsehoods as truth, I simply cannot suppress my indignation. As such, I have taken Sir Arthur captive. I eagerly await your paper's sincere repentance. Issue a public apology and surrender Mosso's legacy. Should you continue to spin a web of lies that obfuscates the truth, I will be left with no choice but to slay that Steambird. Crow or blackbird? Are you done? The one who signed it, Crow or Blackbird, is the criminal you're looking for. But is this for real? Is this paper really linked to Dr. Mosso's death? There's no mistake. The inheritance mentioned here is probably Dr. Mosso's research base. The paper definitely knows something. Later on, I put out some feelers in my circles, hoping this Crow or Blackbird would be willing to meet with me. If she's in the same line of work, that is. Why she? Best case scenario, we can work together, and even if that fails, I didn't want her to raise any alarms, as it was only disturb my work. Why do I feel like Madeline is this person? It's all, you know? But as it turns out, we're the only ones who showed up. Talochard, it seems you made a mistake again. Huh? Talochard, what's wrong? Herv, tell me now. Tell me this guy's lying. Biological indicators detected to be normal. Mr. Bolar is telling the truth. Darn it. You peripheral. Why aren't you the culprit? You've lost me my uniform. Calm down, Talochard. We weren't serious. Don't pay it any mind. But I mind. I was serious. I care about whether I'm useful. I said I would figure it out from among the 4 suspects, yet none of them was the culprit. I guess I'm just completely useless. Editor-in-Chief Euphrasie was right to ask for your help. I should just take off this uniform and leave. Relevant information detected. Agent Talochard, you can be useful. You can write for the Steambird's fantasy column, just like Editor Jenks suggested. That's not comforting in the least, bestie. Wouldn't it be better to just name Mr. Bollard the criminal? At least that might make Talashar feel better. Miss Paimon, are you suggesting that I lie? Can lies be a source of comfort? That doesn't count as a lie. It does. Paimon means that when you're comforting someone, sincerity is what counts. For example, when Paimon is worried about gaining weight from eating too many slimes, Harley might say that Paimon would still be cute even if she gets fat, or something like that. Fat people are cute. Don't like that. No, I would feel sorry for the slimes. What? Are you really that concerned about slimes? That's enough. Curve can only analyze biological data. He can't understand all of that. Forget it. You can go, Bollard. Thank you so much. I've never seen an NPC do this animation before. It looks kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, hold on. Like, he looks like he's breaking his neck. He's like... That's kind of weird. Huh? Talashar? You... Paimon, Harley, I know you two are both amazing and tenacious. But I'm just a stupid piece of deadwood who's always rolling downhill and finding new lows. I break at the slightest touch. I'm sorry, but from here on out, I'll just leave everything up to you. I'd like to buy both of you dinner one last time tonight. We'll go to a nice fancy place like the Hotel de Bois, so you won't have to eat the trash I make. Talashar, I'm sorry. But Paimon hates farewell dinners. Curve, talk some sense into her. Agent Talachard, I suggest you reconsider writing for the Steambird's fantasy column. Alright, that's enough. I really need to think things through. Anyway, I'll see all of you at Hotel de Bois tonight. Don't forget to come. Paimon knows Talachar is a straightforward person, but it still feels so sudden. Was today really that bad? It probably wasn't just about today. Paimon hopes she gets better by tonight. Let's get some rest too. Paimon's quite tired after so much investigating. Paimon, Harley, good evening. She's standing on a box. Talachar, your clothes. You haven't resigned already, have you? Not just yet. I just took off my uniform because it makes me feel lighter. So, do I look good in these? Not bad at all. You love the slugs, me too. You look much better. Even your voice sounds gentler. This must be the right life for me. Since I can't do anything well, it's best not to do anything at all. Stop thinking like that. It's just so happened to be a really tricky case. It isn't just this case. Have you heard of Fontaine's Aquabus? That's how we got to Fontaine. And you must have taken the Clementine line, right? Evil is the tour guide there, and Alphane is in charge of the Navia line. Actually, I used to be a tour guide too. I was the guide on the third line, the Callus line. It used to travel to the Fontaine Research Institute, but service was suspended due to the incident. Oh, you used to be a tour guide! That's awesome! It's not awesome at all. Tour guides aren't exactly the elite. Being assigned as a tour guide is what happens when you're bad at being an agent. Oh, so you returned to the Merchese Phantom because the line stopped operating? Not quite. I was laid off due to complaints from tourists. Some praised me in person, but wrote complaints as soon as they got home. Oh, wait, that's so mean! They said my voice grates like a crow. I couldn't accept it. Oh, I don't mean the complaints. I couldn't accept that they told me I was doing well to my face when they clearly had a problem with me. I'll let you in on a secret. Editor Jenk was the first to complain that I sounded like a crow. He's such a hypocrite. No wonder you were arguing with him back then. Paimon sorta gets it now. Let's not dwell on annoying stuff like that. Now's the time to focus on enjoying some delicious food. Hotel de Bois was recommended by the official tourist guide. I may not like it, but I think you might. Thanks, Talachar. But shouldn't we wait for Curve? He's not here yet. It's fine. He doesn't eat this kind of thing anyway. He just wants to record Hotel de Bois' data into his lie learning module. His lie learning module? Curve is really special. Yes, I'm very happy to have met him. However, his core is aging rapidly, so he will go into hibernation mode soon. His body parts can be replaced, but not his core. Hibernate? Are you trying to say... He will stop moving. Forever. Ugh, I'm really just completely useless, aren't I? I can't solve my cases as an agent, I get complaints as a tour guide, and let's not even talk about my attempts at making breakfast. Now I can't even manage evidence properly. Did you sneak out to try and get Curve repaired? No one but Dr. Mosso can repair Curve. I just wanted him to see more about how humans lie and help him overcome the Mosso protocols. Overcome the Mosso protocols? Why? That would be amazing. Curve could even become a genuine human. Feels like Paimon just heard something incredible. Dr. Mosso's true goal was to create a machine that would gradually become human by understanding lies and humanity. That's Curve's ultimate form. Legends say that a Fontainian scientist called Alain Guillotine created an amazing thinking machine hundreds of years ago, and Dr. Mosso seemed to want to surpass that. Thinking machine made by Alain Guillotine? Could that be Seymour? But can understanding lies make someone human? Dr. Mosso believed that humans have various reasons for lying, with various feelings underlying those reasons. It is those emotions that make them human. So he created a no-lying protocol. If Curve learns to lie like humans one day, then it means that he's no longer bound by his machine programming and has acquired human emotions. We're out here investigating cases because I want him to see how humans lie. I want him to learn. Then you definitely can't give up. Shouldn't we fight harder to give Curve more time? But how? Dr. Mosso is gone now. But his research base is still out there. Right, there must be a maintenance manual or something. I went through everything already and didn't find anything about the base. How about the newspaper? Would they have any leads? Didn't the Fatus say something like that too? That guy was an amateur. If the mayor should say Phantom doesn't know, then the newspaper certainly won't. You're just looking for excuses, talochard. You're actually just afraid of failure, aren't you? No one fails forever. If you've hit rock bottom, your only way is up. I've hit rock bottom? Oh no! Wrong message, Paimon, wrong message! Yeah, you even took off your uniform! So I won't fail anymore? That's right, you absolutely will not fail again. We cannot claim that. In my humble analysis, Ms. Paimon is lying. Hey, wait a sec! Curve, couldn't you have just showed up a little bit later? But such lies have a chance to mold reality. What are you talking about, Curve? Lies molding reality? 30 years ago, Dr. Mosso and I performed our first public test in Hotel de Bourg. At the time, there were only 4 tables, 8 chairs, and a waiter, who was also the owner. He said to me, Restaurant de Bourg will certainly become a renowned luxury hotel. It was just like Ms. Paimon's statement, a lie based on sincerity. But today, as you can all see, de Bourg has exquisite carpeting, expensive decorations, 2 dining areas, and an endless stream of guests. I think that if the lie about de Bourg became true, then the statement that Agent talochard will not fail again has the possibility of becoming true. Shutting down the lie learning module. Was Curve being a little odd just now? What was he talking about? It's the lie learning module. It resides in Curve's core, and once it's enabled, it makes Curve spew a bunch of illogical nonsense. I'm starting to doubt Curve's reliability. Well, Paimon thinks that some humans say things that don't make sense. Does that mean Curve is improving? It does. talochard, are you going to give up just when Curve is showing signs of improvement? Well, can you please say that thing again? Say what? You've hit rock bottom! Oh, that's right, so you can't fail again. I get it. Then I'll try again. One more time. If Curve is still learning, then I have to help him. Wow, talochard really is like a child sometimes. Damn, Paimon. She gets moody so quickly, but also perks up just as quickly. I was about to say it sounds like Paimon. Sounds like you, Paimon. Is Paimon not mature enough? You're even shorter than talochard. Oh, just stop with the chit-chat. We should take action at once. Since the newspaper might know something, let's keep our eyes on the prize and keep investigating the theft. Since there are 4 of us, why don't we each roleplay as a suspect and recreate the crime scene? We might even find a breakthrough. Wow, talochard's brain is working fast. Paimon likes that idea. Let's go to the Steambird now. You're the smallest here, Paimon, so you be Kevin. I'll be Dirty Rocher. Mr. Bola is here for Dr. Mosso, so let Curve be him. Then all that's left is the redhead. Leave it to me.
Alright, everyone's got their roles, so let's reenact the night of Sir Arthur's disappearance. What did all of these guys do? The first thing is to reenact is the order of their arrival. Which arrived at the scene first? This guy? According to Bullard, he had been to the scene of the crime before. When he arrived, Sir Arthur was already missing. At that time, he noticed a letter at the scene. His intelligence operative's instincts kicked in, leading him to open the letter, read it, and take it with him. According to intrepid Valbury, he had been to the scene of the crime before, but when he arrived, Sir Arthur was already missing. As an act of retaliation, he took out a dinner knife and stuck it there to say, "Now this is a warning for them." In addition, he saw a smelly drunk as foul as Rocher. Oh. According to Rocher, he had been to the scene of the crime before, and there he had seen Sir Arthur intact and untouched. But when he awoke, Sir Arthur was gone, having disappeared as he slept. As he woke up, he saw a small silhouette fleeing the scene. So technically he got there first. Because he was there, and then he fell asleep. And then, according to Kevin, he had been to the scene of the crime before, but when he arrived, Sir Arthur was already missing. All he saw at the scene was an old drunkard and a knife. To defend himself from the drunkard, he grabbed the knife and fled. The button must have accidentally come off his clothing as he fled. So then it has to be... Bullard. And then Valbury. And then the kid. I think? I was really worried that I was going to be wrong and I was going to be like, oh, fuck me. Incredible! Holly is absolutely correct. I am the first to arrive. I'm Rocher, a middle-aged man who was kicked out by his wife. I've been loitering around here because I'm trying to get a job at the paper. On the night of the incident, I drank a little, and I remember Sir Arthur sitting on its precious pedestal before I got completely drunk. Later on, I fell asleep by the road, and then... I'm Bullard, the second suspect to arrive at the scene. I immediately noticed that Sir Arthur wasn't where it should be. So the real thief stole Sir Arthur between the time of my arrival and Mr. Rocher falling asleep, and that criminal left a letter full of threats for the paper. Acting on my intelligence officer's instincts, I read the letter left by the thief and took it with me from the scene. After that, I'm up next. I'm Intrepid Valbury, Director 42 of a criminal gang. This is so funny. I wanted revenge on the paper, so I planned to run Sir Arthur straight through. But Sir Arthur was gone when I got there. I was furious, but there was nothing I could do. I just stabbed the knife into the pedestal to scare them and left. It's finally Paimon's turn. I'm Kevin, a problem child. When I meet people, I just want to announce, I'm Kevin, a problem child. I'm here to get Sir Arthur to spread the word that my dad's a big fat weasel. But Sir Arthur was gone, and there was a knife in its favourite pedestal. I tried to look for it, but all I found was a smelly old man. I somehow woke him, and that terrified me. I took the knife to defend myself and ran as fast as I could. I didn't even notice when a button got torn off my clothes. Indeed, I'm that smelly old man. The commotion Kevin made woke me up, and I vaguely caught sight of him running off with something. After that, I looked toward the paper's office and saw that Sir Arthur was missing. I was afraid of becoming a suspect, so I hurried back to my usual haunt at the docks. Is this everything that happened? Paimon thinks our reenactment went perfectly, but did we miss anything? The threatening letter. That's right, we forgot about that letter. Since the thief's motive is tied to the incident from 30 years ago, the paper should have some idea about the thief's identity, right? Yeah, but the paper is still in the dark on all of this. We should deliver this letter to them immediately. How could we have overlooked something so crucial? Because all of you were too busy trying to console me. I'm so sorry for being a burden. You shouldn't think like that, Talochard. Haven't you read through Dr. Mosso's case files? Those should be really exclusive information. Ah, now that you mention those, I forgot to tell you about the contents. Let's go over there to discuss it. Dr. Mosso's death is closely linked to the paper, so it feels weird to talk about it right outside their front door. Fair enough. This spot is perfect. You wanted to know why Dr. Mosso was tried, right? It actually stemmed from public opinion. Public opinion? Well, not long after the existence of Dr. Musso's lie detector was made public, the Steambird published several articles on it and quickly drew the public's attention.
Relevant information retrieved. Musso exclusive, behind the lies. Musso protocols, protocols to watch. Lie detector, a game of authority.
The paper used special features like these to incite widespread fear and worry among the general public. Soon public opinion began to turn against Dr. Musso.
What were they worried about?
For example, how to guarantee that the lie detector's output is credible? What would happen if a suspect in a trial wasn't lying, but Curve says he is?
Would mistrials and injustice result? But if Curve's reliability can be guaranteed, then those concerns would evaporate. Relevant information retrieved. Content from Lie Detector, a game of authority. When using protocols to restrict authority, the central question is not the lie detector's reliability, but its ability to remain independent from outside authorities.
As the article points out, Curve is just a machine. So what would happen if the people put their trust in Curve, yet someone could control Curve and use it to falsify results?
The Musso protocols are there to prevent that, right? Relevant information retrieved. Content from Musso protocols, protocols to watch. It must be noted that as the Musso protocols are man-made, there is a possibility of them being modified. This may prove to be a well-concealed trap. Whoa, are they accusing Dr. Musso of secretly tampering or leaving back doors?
This is just the beginning. All kinds of other characters piled on after the Steambird triggered the first outpouring of public opposition.
Relevant information retrieved. Fish can't live in clear water. Reject a goldfish bowl world. Published by the Seven Nations Gazette. Shocking misjudgment of the lie detector. Published by Short Anthologies.
Shocking misjudgment of the lie detector? Did Curve make a mistake? That was just a lie, of course. Curve was never involved in any case, much less in misjudging one. But that's how public opinion works, and so it was all downhill from there for Dr. Musso. In the end, some even came forward and made accusations against the doctor. They called the lie detector a total scam, and all the results were completely manufactured. They believed the doctor was deceiving the public in an attempt to gain the power to pass judgment over others, and so they demanded the doctor be severely punished and the lie detector be destroyed.
Aren't those accusations a little too serious? Would anyone even believe stuff like that?
Many did. They were all just ordinary people, so how could they differentiate the truth from lies? When we don't have access to sufficient information, we believe what others want us to believe. And it just so happened that at such a critical juncture, the Steambird did something huge. They provided evidence that exposed Dr. Musso as having falsified results. Their evidence was key to Dr. Musso's conviction.
Evidence? Did Dr. Musso really deceive everyone?
The doctor refused to admit it, of course, and so he died defending himself in a duel. Only then did things start to calm down. The paper's reputation skyrocketed, and a useless fake like Curve was soon forgotten. It was just left with the Merchaussee Phantom as evidence.
So is Curve the real deal or not?
Well, I think Curve is the real deal, and Dr. Musso was wrongly accused.
Then was the evidence presented by the paper falsified? Or did they make a mistake?
But the person who wrote the threatening letter seems to think that the paper deliberately fabricated those lies in search of fame, profit, or something else.
Oh, then could she be someone very close to Dr. Musso, back for revenge? Paimon would definitely avenge Harley if Harley was wronged like that. Ugh, Paimon can't bear to think about it. Don't jinx me, Paimon.
But Dr. Musso passed away 30 years ago, so someone very close to him. I wonder if Euphrasie knows anything.
Oh! Oh, it clicked! Oh, it clicked! Oh, the fucking, the pocket watch thingy. The clockwork thing. That was from Madeline's grandfather. Her grandfather must be Dr. Musso. She's the one. She's the one who did it. Should we go see her then?
Don't worry, she wasn't in charge of the paper at the time, and I don't think Euphrasie is a bad person.
Fine, looks like we'll have to ask her about it tomorrow. Today was a total information overload. Paimon's head needs some time to recover.
Alright, then let's head home, get some rest, and meet outside the paper tomorrow morning.
What do we do now, Euphrasie? The letter says that this is the second threat now. What do you mean second? Where was the first one?
Euphrasie, we're here.
Just the people I wanted to see. Did you find anything useful?
We discovered that Sir Arthur was stolen by a woman who calls herself Crow or Blackbird. She seems to have a grudge against you. She left a threatening letter at the scene. Someone took it, but we retrieved it. What? There really was an initial threat? May I take a look? What? This... could it be? What do you remember, Euphrasie? Please take a look at this first. We received a second threat this morning. The sender seemed very agitated. Paimon's face. Another mysterious threat letter. Outrageously, it would seem that your paper hasn't a shred of remorse. Having not yet caught the attention of the authorities, I made good on my promise by dismembering Sir Arthur and burying him in a field. Buried with him are your paper's evil deeds from 30 years ago. Furthermore, I have spread the word. Treasure maps, or clues to Dr. Mosso's base, shall surely make the treasure hunters come flocking, no? Soon your misdeeds shall come to light, alongside that bird's remains. Crow or Blackbird? Oh no, Sir Arthur. Sir Arthur shouldn't have to suffer. Besties, it's a robot. You could make another one. We never received the first letter. It's all Bollard's fault. I just received news that they're organising treasure hunting groups. They're probably after Dr. Mosso's base. But they were only going to find the dismembered Sir Arthur and the unspeakable things that the paper did, I guess. Agent Talochard, I know that the Maître Phantom has a file on the case, but believe me, there are things that even you don't know. Do you know who sent the letter? If I were to guess, it would be Melo Lombroso, Dr. Mosso's granddaughter. Granddaughter? So it's a relative coming back for revenge? I said it's Madeline, didn't I? Then it would seem that Crow or Blackbird is a question from her. Question? Everyone, time is of the essence right now. Regardless of the authenticity of what's written in those letters, the reputation of the paper will be tarnished if they are published. Will you please retrieve those things for us? In the meantime, I will contact Melo immediately. In that case, I have a request too. Euphrasie, you know about the clues to Dr. Mosso's base, yes? You want that? I mean, I do know something, but I can't guarantee that it will help your case. I can promise that I will tell you everything I know after this is over. It might answer some of your questions. Will that work? Sounds good to me. Any questions? I'm ready to go. Wait, Paimon has a question. There are 3 locations on the map, but where are we going first? If we don't have time, why don't we split up? Curve and I will go to one location, and Paimon and Harley will go to another. Whoever finishes first will go to the last place. Seems like we don't have a choice. Come on, Balland, you can do it! Isn't the dog called Lombroso? Kevin, what are you doing here? Paimon, Harley, are you here to look for Sir Arthur and the treasures? If Kevin knows, that means everyone knows. Damn. Well, I'm not here for the treasures. I just want to send Sir Arthur back. Does your mother know? Yeah, she came with me, but we split up. Oh, and I have to thank both of you. After you left the other day, I thought about it for a long time. Then I went to look for my mom, and we talked about a lot of things. So you and your mom made up. Paimon was wondering why you were so polite today. Good for you. Let's look for Sir Arthur, quick. I think it must have been hidden somewhere tricky. It usually doesn't take very long to find something. Woof, woof. This dog looks familiar. Harley, isn't this Rocher's puppy? It does look a little like that one. Rocher? My mother gave me this dog, and I called it Belonged. I mean, that's actually my father's name, and I was mad at him at the time. It's all connected! I got into a fight with my mom previously, and I wound up venting my anger on the dog and kicking him out. For a second, I thought that he was gonna say he kicked the dog, and I was about to be like, you're gonna die, kid. It's still bad that he kicked him out, but at least he can enact physical violence. Good thing I found him again today, huh? Wait, so are you Belonged or Lombroso? Puppy wags its tail excitedly, as if saying, I don't understand. Whatever the case, we just need to find Sir Arthur as soon as possible. We're at the location marked on the map, but where could that bird be? If only whoever hid it had left something behind. Bolland has an amazing nose, and can find things quickly after sniffing. Right, Harley. Look into your bag to see if there's anything we can use. Bolland? Lombroso?
Puppy looks at you as if waiting for something. Threatening letter. Woof, woof. Wow, you got it. Bolland must have found something. The puppy wags its tail excitedly, as if saying, it's in there. Is it in the hole? Ayo. But the entrance is too small. How do we get in? You can do it, Paimon. I can do it. Let me do it. I don't want her pretty clothes to get dirty. Aw. Paimon can't let you do that. What if there's something scary inside? I'm a problem kid, so I'm not scared of anything. Oh god, this kid makes me laugh. Just wait, I'll be right out. Kevin swiftly climbs into the hole and drags out a chest just as quickly. I found it. It really is inside. You've changed a lot, Kevin. You're helping other people with their problems. Thank you. Let's see what's inside the chest. So Arthur's wing.
Tell me that's everything.
They even made like a little hole. Oh no, still Arthur's been dismembered. Don't worry, we'll put you back together. I think this is it. Let's go to the next location. We have to get there before the others. Oh no, someone got here before us and they're fighting over the treasure. Wait, what are those guys doing here? Let's start with getting something. Wait. It's the fucking elegant tableware conferee. Like, I feel like the ranged attacker is really not pulling his weight right now. My god, guy, you're fucking throwing. You were doing so well at first. He got fucking stuck. Come on, one more hit, one more hit.
The Steambird isn't.
Hey! Stop! I surrender! Well, what a coincidence. Are you here for the treasure too? Why are you all here? Don't you believe me? Valbury, we're here to look for Sir Arthur. Are you here for the treasure? Ha! I knew this dirty dog would come for the treasure if he heard about the news. And I got him. Agents, may I have the chest? I'm looking for oh, it was Rocher? That was the one that- Bro, you are not pulling your weight. I'm looking for Sir Arthur, and if I can return it to the newspaper, I might just be able to get a job. Then I can make some money and buy my wife's things back. Bah, how pathetic. Rocher, you really think that's why your wife left you, huh? She left because you're such a pushover. Stand up for yourself like you did just now, and she might look at you differently. Really? Of course. Now be brave and let them have the treasure, or your wife won't even be with you even in your next life. Be brave and let them have the treasure. Bro, that's not what that means. Don't say that. Take it easy. They're nice people. If you help them, they'll pay you back. In that case, thank you. And please, take these. So I guess Rocher isn't his dad, or he would have recognized him, surely. It's Sir Arthur's body! Ah, so cruel. And is there anything else? Then it should be in the final place. Bolland, come on, we're heading to the next place. Woof, woof. Huh? Lombroso? Where did you run off to? I thought you didn't need me anymore. The puppy wags its tail excitedly, as if saying, how's that possible? Aw. Lombroso? Mr. Rocher, are you mistaken? His name is Bolland. Oh wait! I forgot. Fuck, I forgot that we met the Fatui guy, and that was his dad. It's fine. What? If it wasn't for Lombroso's companionship, I wouldn't have made it this far. How could I be mistaken? Not like I can be mistaken either. What's going on here? Hey, can't he belong to you both? Seeing as even I've had more than one home. Oh, that makes sense. Kevin accidentally drove the puppy away before, right? Maybe that's when he met Rocher and they began roaming around together. Is that really what happened? The puppy wags its tail excitedly, as if saying, that's right. Valbury, you've got some nerve. The dog wouldn't forget its two owners. And as for you, you betrayed your own boss twice. You scheming dog. I'm going to hand you over to the Merchaussee Phantom. I'm taking you down with me. Farewell, friends. Come visit me in the Fortress of Meripede someday. Who the heck wants to go visit you there? Well, never mind. Forget about them. We need to hurry up and get to the last place. Oh, Kevin and Rocher, are you going to fight for the puppy? No way. I was the one who really messed up. Balond can stay wherever he wants from now on. I'm fine with that too. Lombroso supported me when I was at my worst. I'll support him too. Let's get going then. Yes, we don't want anyone to beat us to it. I'll say it again. Get out of my way. I'm going to see Balond. We're all co-workers here. There's no need to get rough. Oh, she's also in the Fatui? Oh, I'd like to see how good you are now that you've become a mother, Madeline. Oh, so she used to be in the Fatui? And now she's like, bro, don't underestimate mothers. Curve, let's go. Uh-oh, they're fighting the Fatui. We've got to go help out.
Emerge right now.
There's your help. I guess I probably should have waited to see if they could kill them, but it's fine. Clear mode switched off. Paimon, Harley, you came. And you brought Rocher and Kevin. It looks like you're doing well, but we've encountered a hiccup. Madame Madeline and Kevin's father are both members of the Fatui. Yep. I'm sorry that we hid it from you before. We just want to live a peaceful life. Fatui? Kevin, did you know about this? Yeah, it turns out that Papa wasn't avoiding being at home. He was actually working. I was wrong about him. This was to be his father's last assignment. He was ordered to find Dr. Mosso's base. Once he was done, he would be able to retire early. But I had a bad feeling after you came. I wanted him to give up this mission. Wait, find the base? Retire early? Kevin's father is... Are you... Traveler? Paimon, are you stupid? The kid literally told us what his fucking dad's name was. Okay, the peripheral personnel, Bolard. That's the one, and we only just found out that Bolard is code name. Oh, I mean, it's similar enough, come on. He's actually Kevin's father, Mr. Bolland. I saw a letter before, between Mama and another man signed with the name Bolard. I didn't realize it was my father. No wonder it was so lovey-dovey. I'm glad it wasn't Rocher. Everyone's relationships are complicated enough without a twist like that. So, where is Bolland now? He removed some objects from the chest when the Fatui stopped us just before. Detected. A figure running away in the distance. Ah, it's Papa. He's fleeing. Come on, hurry. Don't let him get away. I wonder if you can actually, like, fail. Nope, he just gets stuck! Oh, wait, no. Can you fail this? Bro, he's fucking stuck. Oh, he teleported! Don't. Stop chasing me. Why are you always going after me? We want to know why you're always running away. Just stop it, Bolland. Madeline, why? I did my homework. You're on a mission for a certain Lord Harbinger, aren't you? And it's a dangerous one, too. A Harbinger? Which one? I don't know, but not something we can butt in on. We're just peripheral personnel. Even so, I'm one of the better ones. Someone stole a letter, but left the envelope at the scene. Anyway, I promise I'll be back. This is the last time. Is that really something you say carelessly? You don't support my actions either, then? You've done enough, Bolland. Give the stuff to the agents and come back to us. We can move to a place where no one knows us. Mr. Bolland, stop hesitating and make up your mind. Bro. Make up my mind. Alright, wait, who are you? Stop changing the topic. Bolland, you don't have any options left. We're not your buddies, you hear? Ugh, fine. I want to be with my family too. I hope I'm making the right choice. Here's Sir Arthur's head. Great, Father's back and Sir Arthur is complete. Is there anything else? You mean the treasure? Yes, I came for that. But the head was the only thing in the chest. Maybe the treasure's elsewhere. Impossible. We looked for it and we didn't find any treasures at the other two locations either. No?
That's not right. The newspaper...
Maybe Mello was just bluffing and she didn't actually put any treasure in the chests? Wait, Mello? Who's that? Mello Lombroso. Wait, Lombroso? Woof, woof. Wait, so it's not Madeline? It's his wife? I see, because I forgot about the whole thing with like the Fatui guy, and like I was conflating Rochette and I got myself confused. So it's not Madeline. It's his wife. Or ex-wife, whatever. Wait, Rochette, your dog is called Lombroso too? Well, actually, Mello Lombroso is my wife. I took her last name too, but she kicked me out, so I was too embarrassed to continue using it. But I miss her a lot, so I named my dog after her. Huh? Maybe it's not my place to butt in, but as a woman, I'm pretty sure she would not find this flattering. Wait, really? I think that's cute! What the fuck? But Kevin used your husband's name. I was a problem child. What's wrong with a problem child using a problematic name? How is that problematic? Am I too neurodivergent for this? Oh, I see. So you're problematic too, Mr. Problem. Like, how's this dog? Like, naming your pets after someone you love? Like, just to double check, is your wife Mello Lombroso Dr. Mosso's granddaughter? That's right. I mentioned my wife came from a rich family, right? That's the Mosso family. What's wrong? Alright, now the relationships here are a mess. Now I hope you're prepared to hear this. Your wife might be the culprit behind this case. Impossible! She is pure, elegant, and educated. I swear it's not possible. But all of our current leads point to her. I don't believe it. I'm certain you're wrong. She could never, ever be the culprit. They probably don't think that it's so sweet if they kicked you out. No, but like... he's not like going up to her and being like, hey, I named my dog after you. You think that's sweet? Like, he just did it because he missed her. Like... you know? I don't think it's inherently offensive to name your pet after someone you love. I think you, Frazee, already contacted your wife. We're going back to the paper now. Do you want to come with us? No, there's absolutely no need because she's not a criminal. Alright, looks like you've got another problem. I think you'll find answers one day though, and then you can be Mr. Answers. I wish this was a little bit more zoomed out because I can't really fit everyone on the screen. Also, why are you standing like that, kid? Are you okay? What is with your fucking posture? Is this kid okay? Mr. Answers? Anyway, Kevin, we need to go back and get ready to move. Okay, Dad. Farewell, everyone. I will miss you. Still thinking about your wife? Hardly. There's no chance that she's the culprit after all. Not at all. You hear? Then what are you contemplating? I'm thinking about... life. Right. Also, about that Mr. Answers that Kevin just mentioned. What does that mean? Paimon, do you know? Someone who's good at answering questions, maybe? Paimon has no idea. How about you, Lombroso? The puppy doesn't speak. Instead, it sits next to the man like an old friend and gazes into the distance, as if looking at their future. Alright, I guess you don't know. The puppy still doesn't speak. Instead, it's... does the same thing? Okay. Do you really not know? Finally, the dog tilts his head and looks at the man next to him as if saying, look, I'm just a dog. Sorry, we were overthinking things. Euphrasie, we brought Sir Arthur back, and in one piece too. Thanks a million. I'll make sure Sir Arthur is taken care of. Also, there's something else. See, what did Paimon say? She won't be so worried about Sir Arthur that it would affect her appetite. Oh, so we only found Sir Arthur. Not that anyone got to the treasure ahead of us either. How can this be? So I suspect that Madame Mello might have been bluffing and trying to intimidate you, so that you'd reveal... Oh, anyway, let me introduce this lady. This is Dr. Mosso's granddaughter, Madame Mello Lombroso. She only returned last night from her hometown to the court of Fontaine. so she can't be the culprit. But we saw her! She's lying! Good day. In any case, these agents and I are acquainted. I met them when I arrived at the court of Fontaine last night. What? Upon hearing about my husband's recent hardships and how he was loitering around the paper's office, I was worried he'd stir up trouble. So I thought I'd come over, and that's when I happened upon them discussing something. Yes, I asked someone to verify her itinerary. There's no issues there.
So if it isn't her, who the heck is the culprit?
Apologies for the disruption. Today, upon hearing the news, I came here to clarify that my family never lodged any complaints with the paper about what happened 30 years ago. It was my grandfather's belief that the paper did a good job as well. What? Thanks for yours and your family's trust. Since everything has been cleared up, I shan't stay any longer. I hope the Steambird gets to the bottom of this quickly regardless. Wait, madam, there's something else I must ask you. Do you know the address of Dr. Mosso's research base?
Wait, so you've got the address, Madam Mello?
Is it you who's in trouble, miss? I would like to help, but I don't know where my grandfather's research base is. Madam, surely the good doctor must have mentioned it. I don't understand. If my grandfather had told me something, how could I not know? It's possible you weren't aware of some things. Allow me to explain what happened with the doctor. Now, I intend to be totally transparent with you all. Some believe that 30 years ago, it was the paper's special reporting that stirred up public opinion, which led to his demise. But the truth is, those articles were not initiated by the paper, but by Dr. Mosso himself. Grandfather himself? He never mentioned this.
The Merchant Phantom Files didn't include this either.
Because the deal was off the books. The editor-in-chief back then, my mentor, thought that Dr. Mosso's lie detector had the potential to become a hot story. Being the first to stir things up would help the paper gain the most influence and recognition. But for my grandfather, how would it benefit him? Your grandfather's research had hit a bottleneck. He had no more data to feed the lie detector to study, but he needed to go further, so he planned to get the data from public opinion? Right, in a way, the realm of public opinion is like a massive hub for spreading lies. Countless people are churning out true, false, accurate, and inaccurate data every day. Dr. Mosso thought this lesson on dynamic evolution could surely guide his machine to another level of comprehension, and in separating truth from fiction, it would eventually surpass the machine's rules. So he did it for Curve. However, the doctor and my mentor both underestimated the destructiveness of public opinion. They lost control. As to what happened next, you know the story. But the key evidence that led to Dr. Mosso's conviction was actually exposed by the paper, right? That evidence was actually provided by your grandfather.
He provided evidence that criminalized himself? How could that be possible?
I'm sorry, my mentor didn't tell me why Dr. Mosso would do this, but it's the truth.
Sorry, Editor-in-Chief Euphrasie. I might need to seek confirmation from Curve regarding your words.
Biological indicators detected to be normal. Editor-in-Chief Euphrasie is telling the truth. Relevant information retrieved. The Mosso protocols within my core have been modified hundreds of times. The log indicates that these modifications were made by Dr. Mosso. The Mosso protocols were changed 100 times? So that means the doctor really manipulated the test results.
So why would he give evidence of this to the paper? He planned to confess?
But then he requested a duel, didn't he? Paimon can't make heads or tails of this. It makes no sense.
He really lied to the public? Why?
The data on this question is unresolved. My lie learning module cannot provide an answer. Oh great, now Curve's become a problem robot.
Dr. Mosso's research base holds the answer. I can feel it. We must find it. Euphrasie, you just said that Madame Mello had the clues to the base, yes?
On the eve of the duel, Dr. Mosso mentioned in a message to my mentor that he would leave the base's location with his beloved granddaughter. He left it to me? Yes, please try to recall. Did the doctor mention anything to you before he left? I was so young then. Father wouldn't let me go to the duelist ring to see my grandfather. But the last time I saw him was the day he was detained. It was very early.
So, did he give you anything?
All I remember is that once the duel was finished, my father brought a piece of jewelry that had been cleaned. He said my grandfather left it for me. Perhaps the jewelry could be connected to the base?
I'm sorry to ask, but could we have a look at it?
I wouldn't have minded, but my good-for-nothing husband sold it off to pay for a debt. Wait, no, we have it, though. We have it. We have it. What? So Rocher gave it to... Don't worry. Is this it? This. How did you end up with this? This is a photo of me when I was little. My grandfather took it. Oh, is the base where she was in the photo? Really? What a coincidence. Are there only photos of Madame Mello in there? According to my mentor, Dr. Mosso did leave some clues for you, Madame Mello. Let's take a look. Look, there's a line of text under the photo. Faded under the sunlight, shining under the sunlight. Faded under the sunlight, but shining under the sunlight. What is it? Does something like that really exist? Relevant information retrieved. The different ways in which lies can exist. Different ways in which lies can exist? My grandfather used to say that. How did you... Who are you? May I have the photo? Curve picks up the photo and raises it towards the sky. The sunlight shines through the photo and falls into Curve's eyes, as though passing through 30 years in time. Gradually, another image emerges. A map! The map leading to the research base! So that's how he hid it. I had no idea that we'd already found the base. Madame Mello, may we? There's no need to ask. Go. And I just noticed. This special friend of yours. Good to see you again, Curve. Aw. Greetings, miss. Thank you, Madame Mello. Here's your locket. Let's go now. But we haven't found the person who sent the threats. Don't worry, Paimon. I think you're right in that the criminal doesn't have any evidence, and it's just a bluff. So, go. Find what you're looking for. So the base is completely submerged. No wonder no one knew where it was. Curve, are you alright? Moisture has seeped into the motherboard. Core functionality, 12%. Oh, he's gonna die, isn't he? We have to hurry. This is probably the entrance, right? I think someone was here, but there are traces nearby. That's impossible. We just got the map after all. True, let's check it out. Open door. We're finally inside. Your home is huge, Curve. Home? Hurry up. We need to find the materials ASAP. I sure hope you left behind instructions on how to fix the Curve, Dr. Mosso. Oh, Mosso's diary. Last time, I didn't want Mello to have too many snacks, so I said, "You're gonna be fat if you keep eating." She cried and ran away. What the fuck, bro? Fuck this guy. Then her mum taught me to say, "You still look great when you're plump." Oh gosh, the fucking passive-aggressive flashbacks. The next day, she climbed up on me and said, "Grandpa, exercise, horse ride." How interesting. And this got me thinking, is the shortest distance between two people actually a curve? That's it. I'll name my lie detector Curve. Notes on base backup systems. 1. Emergency exits are at the rear of the facility, for use in case of emergency. 2. The self-destruction mechanism and cables are located within the walls. Damaging the walls is strictly prohibited. Bro, what? 3. Using the aforementioned backup system. Someone has torn out the next section. Self-destruction system? Looks dangerous. That seems bad. Important memo about Curve. 1. Blueprint. 2. Service life and core maintenance. Someone has torn out the next section. What the? Did someone take all the materials related to Curve? How is that possible? We came here as soon as we got the map. Let's keep looking. Maybe it ended up somewhere nearby. I mean, I guess someone could have accidentally stumbled upon this place. That's a canon. Letter to the Editor-in-Chief. Draft. Dear Editor-in-Chief, you are correct in your judgment that the matter has reached the point of no return. These last few days, I have heard marchers calling for Curve to be destroyed. Last night, radical students broke into my lab and tried to do just that. Luckily, I discovered them in time. However, Curve is in increasing danger. I am compelled to act, and my plan is the following. 1. I will revise the Mosso protocols and related data, of no practical significance, in Curve's core, so that what remains is a sufficiently misleading trail. It will appear lie detectors are not capable of detecting lies, and that all the test results were covertly manipulated by myself. As for the ironclad evidence of fraud and deception of the public, I'll leave that in your capable hands. Kindly select a date for the exposure. As soon as I am convicted, I shall propose a duel, and when I fall in the duelist's ring, all will be put to rest. 3. I humbly request that you mobilize your paper to divert attention away from Curve. It should be thought of as a useless sham of a machine, to be used as evidence in the case, and then sealed away by the Merchassé Phantom. There's no need to try and change my mind. I've thought through every last detail, and this storm is unlikely to pass until I, the main offender, am dead. Curve is my life's work, so I can't afford any more missteps. I ask that you exchange my life for his. Bro, what the fuck? Everything we've done so far has been effective, and Curve's lie learning module has derived redundant data that is incomprehensible. I believe that the seed of life has sprouted within him. Yours sincerely, Mosso Lombroso. So realistically, he was trying to create a sentient robot. Is this the secret letter between Dr. Mosso and Euphrasia's predecessor? He seems to have mentioned something important. Dr. Mosso didn't forge anything other than the forged evidence, which he forged and gave to the newspaper so he'd take all the heat. He wanted everyone to focus on him and let it end there. He was trying to protect Curve. That seems to be the answer. Updating lie learning module. Running lie learning module. Warning, motherboard temperature increasing. Warning. Warning, core functionality down to 8%. Warning. Curve, what's going on? They sure did get here fast. Guess they're cruising for a bruising. Are these the people who are, like, connected to, Hollande? Yeah, where did the Fatui come from? Did someone really get here before us? Curve, what's wrong? Lie learning. Updating module. Warning. Motherboard temperature above warning line. Warning. Updating. Lie learning module. Warning. Motherboard temperature critical. Warning. Yikes. RIP, bro.
Emerge. Right here. Shower me with praise.
Nah, you're fucking wrecked, bro. Bozo. Knew you'd be tough. Good thing I've got what Mosso left behind. Prepare to be test subjects. Bro, how is it fair that I got hit while I couldn't even do anything? Hello? Blast, what's wrong? I have now taken over the cannon's control systems. Curve, are you okay? That's great. Quick, fire at the Fatui. Oh, no, okay. What if we hit Curve? I wonder if we could actually just, like, fight them. Or whether it would make us use the cannon. We done? Curses! You're not easy to deal with. No wonder the Fatui are so reluctant to face you. Jenks, it was you all along! Editor Jank? Why are you here? How do you know about this place? You were discussing the base's location so freely, right in front of the paper's doors. It would have been rude of me not to take advantage of such generosity. Jank, you eavesdropped! I was right all along! You're the culprit! The culprit. Agent talochard, are you going to start cawing like a crow again? It's useless to try and deny it. You are right. Indeed, I am the culprit, but I only wanted to help this moronic excuse for an agent to sort out the case. It's not like she can just write, "That guy called me a crow, so he must be the culprit," or something like that in the case file, now can she? You... Shh, hush now. How about using your brain instead of your temper for once? Surely you must still have a number of questions regarding this case. Such as my motives. Aren't you the least bit curious? You just wanted all of Curve's research materials, didn't you? And the papers alleged Dirt and Mosso faking results from that back then? Oh, looks like that question was far too easy. And as for the second question, I'm merely a low-level editor. How could little old me possibly be privy to such secrets of the paper? How should I know? Ugh, you must have learned about it from Ballard. Bingo! It was Ballard who came knocking. That's when I realised the paper had made a serious error 30 years ago, causing the downfall of a genius scientist. More importantly, isn't it truly a lamentable loss that the scientist's legacy has been buried for so long? Shouldn't the paper apologise to the general public for this? What do you mean? Is exposing what happened really all you're after? Exposing? There's a much more suitable word. Judgment. People will pass judgment on the newspaper like they did Dr. Mosso. The paper must take responsibility for this. How can you make yourself sound so righteous like that with a straight face? But is it not the simple truth? I'm the hero who recently exposed the Confrerie's fraud. The righteous and valiant Jenk. That's how everyone should see me, no? No, you sanctimonious scoundrel. You just want to profit off all of this. If the public starts to denounce the paper, Editor-in-Chief Euphrasia will be in trouble. You just want the top spot. Excellent. Perfect. I must admit, what you imagine isn't completely wrong, so allow me to fill in a few gaps for you. I love when the villain just tells us all of their plans. I've already made a deal with Ballard's supervisor. I find Dr. Mosso's inheritance for them, and they help me take over the Steambird. Plus, Ballard's supervisor serves a real VIP. A harbinger. Which harbinger? None of your business. With a harbinger's backing, Euphrasia won't stand a chance, and the Steambird will be mine. Jenk, you're just a squawking blackbird with a silver tongue. We won't let you get away with this. But you'll have to stay alive to do that. I'm so sorry. Can you not hear anything yet? Click, 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 click. An ominous sound is echoing through the base. What is that? Huh, the self-destruction system. How perfect. It just takes a little time to get going. A big thank you to Dr. Mosso for writing the instructions. And thank you, everyone, for giving me the time. Uh-oh. Farewell, Little Crow, Agent Curve, and you two visitors from afar. Use these last moments to embrace each other, then rest in peace as you are buried along with the truth. Jenk practically flies out of the entrance. The door closes behind him with a heavy thud. Should we have just attacked? Oh no, so he was the one who took the materials after all. Are we going to be blown to smithereens? Calculating survival probability of Ms. Harley. Data insufficient. Calculation failed. Calculating survival probability of Ms. Paimon. Data insufficient. Calculation failed. Calculating survival probability of Agent talochard. Calculation successful. Result 1%. Calculating survival probability of own core module. Calculation successful. Result 1%. How can this be? No. Harley, we've got to do something. Can we dig our way out? The self-destruct cables run through the walls. Breaking through could lead to an early detonation, as could attempting to force the door. I'll do my best to protect you. All of you. Is this all because of me again? Agent talochard, don't blame yourself. There's no need to worry, everyone. Because I am able to shut down the base's self-destruct system. Huh? Curve! Why didn't you say so earlier? Paimon was getting all worried for nothing. You didn't ask earlier? Well, seems like you even have a sense of humor. Now tell us what to do. Please, kindly withdraw my core module and place it in the base's control panel. Then I will be able to open the safe room lock. There is a button that disables the self-destruct system inside the safe room. You mean you open the door for us, we go to the safe room and press the button inside and everything will be taken care of? That is correct. And you? Curve, can your core be removed from the control panel afterward? I must stay connected. The control panel. Otherwise, the safe room will relock. Seems like we should take care of the self-destruct system first. Urgent. Please act fast. Harley, take Curve's core and place it in the control panel. All we need to do is deactivate the self-destruct system.
Curve, will this really work? I think you might be a bit...
Please take action. Repeat. Please take action. Repeat. Repeat. Please, please, please take... Thanks for your call, bro. I really want to know what would happen if we'd have just attacked. The door to the safe room opens with a light shutter. We should be fine putting it in like this. Now we just need to... something. Talochard, don't stand around. Let's head to the emergency room. Is this it? It doesn't seem like a safe room. And where's the button?
Curve, what is this place? We can't see any buttons. Huh? Eh? Why did the door just close?
Curve, what's going on? How do we stop the base from self-destructing? The self-destruct system cannot be deactivated. What? So are we... Apologies. Please escape as quickly as possible. He sacrificed himself! Bro! That's so not cool! Just now.
No, I need to go back and find Curve.
Talochard, don't be too reckless. Going back is extremely dangerous. Yeah, there was just an explosion, and it's so deep underwater. Curve wouldn't want you running right back into danger.
You are correct. I shouldn't act like this.
But didn't he say the self-destruct mechanism could be shut off? He lied.
He can't shut it down. His core can only open the emergency exit.
So then why?
His core had to be inside the control panel to open the emergency exit. But he's smart now. He knew we wouldn't leave him behind. So he lied to us.
Oh wow, he can already think like that? Wouldn't that... When did he...
It must have been Dr. Musso's letter that made Curve understand the final question. He learned about what Dr. Musso did for him. Turns out I'm useless after all. If only I were more competent, maybe I could have helped to break the protocols and we wouldn't have had to come here.
But the letter might just have been the final push. That's right, don't blame yourself. Curve's breakthrough probably started a long time ago.
His breakthrough had already started?
Let's say you eat 100 slimes in one sitting and get super fat. You can't blame it all on the last slime. It's the same with Curve. Even if the doctor's letter was crucial, all the work you did with Curve before wasn't wasted at all.
Is that really true? Well, I don't know. Curve, the question you're leaving behind, I may never understand it. Anyway, thank you. And I know what we should do next. Catch that awful scoundrel Jenk. Absolutely, definitely. He must be tried for his crimes.
And just like that, you and Talochard return to the court of Fontaine and start hunting for the dastardly Jenk. Surprisingly, despite several days of intense investigation, you turn up no leads. It seemed like Jenk had vanished. No one had seen him, nor had any negative news regarding the Steambird surfaced. Up until one day, Editor-in-Chief Euphrasie sends you a message requesting to meet in the city. Ah, you're finally here. It turns out that we don't know our own people well enough. This allowed an employee to create some serious trouble. I offer my sincerest apologies, especially to you, Agent Talochard.
It's not your fault, Euphrasie. Right now, the important thing is that we stop that odious scoundrel. By the way, you were so anxious to meet us. Is it because he contacted you?
Actually, I received a message. Earlier this morning, Jenk was left in the Opera Epiclairs, all trussed up, so I contacted you immediately.
He's been caught? By who?
We're still not sure. Maybe Malond, turned him in? By the time he was found, he seemed to have lost his mind. He didn't react to any external stimuli at all. He was just kneeling on the stage of the Opera Epiclairs. He looked like a doll that had just stood trial. What? The Maison Gardiennage folks took him in. When they examined him, they found that his tongue was missing. His tongue? Oh my, that's terrifying. The Maison Gardiennage also discovered a note in his mouth. It said something to the effect of making amends to you. Making amends to us? You, Paimon, Talochard, your names were written on the paper. Seems like the person who was backing him wants to apologize to you three. It appears they don't want to make enemies out of you. Or maybe they feel quite strongly about what happened to Agent Curve. Those are the only possibilities I can think of. The person behind him. Paimon remembers Jenks said that he had a deal with a Fatui Harbinger. But which one? A Harbinger interested in machine intelligence? It's gotta be Dottore, right?
How about Dr. Mosso's legacy? Jenk took all of Curve's design and research data.
Gone without a trace. That wretched Jenk. I love the pickle Jenk. That's what happens when you decide to go full evil, as opposed to like 20% evil. I guess this counts as him being tried for his crimes, right? Though we don't know who the judge is.
So that's what happened. Though I didn't catch him personally, at least I finally feel like he paid the price for his crimes. Since all of your names are on the paper, the Maison Gardiennage will probably want to pay you a visit. I'll go over right now and explain everything so they won't bother you. Finally, I hope the case can end here.
Wait, Agent Talochard, would you mind going back to the newspaper with me?
Why, Euphrasie? If you want to convince me to write your fantasy column, it's not happening.
Still in the mood to joke, I see. That makes me feel much better.
Let's go.
We're just watching them walk.
But I wasn't joking at all, you know. I will work very hard and do my best in the Merchese Phantom.
That's wonderful, Talochard. Paimon is happy for you. Please have a look. We've fixed Sir Arthur. Wow, it's Sir Arthur! We almost forgot about it. Good job. Sir Arthur sure has been through a lot. By the way, Paimon still doesn't know what kind of bird Sir Arthur is. A pelican. Pelican? You mean the kind of bird that's an amazing eater?
But why would the Steambird's mascot be a pelican? That doesn't seem like it has anything to do with the newspaper at all.
I'm not clear on that either. It was a decision my mentor made after the incident with Dr. Mosso. Maybe he felt it's cuter than, say, a crow or a blackbird that squawks all day long. Hey, Euphrasie, you know you kind of resemble a pelican hiding food in its pouch right now. Anyway, Agent Talochard, do you remember how Agent Curve and I interviewed nearby residents at the start of the case?
Of course, you took the opportunity to blow our cover.
Truly sorry about that, but that was when I asked him, what kind of person is Agent Talochard?
What?
Paimon remembers. Euphrasie came back and commissioned us right away. Were you awed by Talochard's brilliant track record? Why don't we check with Sir Arthur on that? During the repairs, I added what Agent Curve said to Sir Arthur's voice library as a memento. Oh, quickly, tell us what Curve said, Sir Arthur.
Based on my analysis, Agent Talochard will be the best agent in the Merchese Phantom. Really? I'll be the best?
But would Curve really have said something like that back then? Maybe back then he already learned to... Yeah, that's gotta be it, Talochard. Since you're Curve's handler, you must be the one who fed him the first 99 slimes. That seems to be the answer.
Well then, Curve, I will be the best agent in Merchese Phantom.
Oh! Wait! This was the lady from the Steamboat quest. Hi! What are you doing here? Madame Mello? Oh, it's you. I heard that no-good husband of mine has a little spot around here, so I figured I'd drop by and check up on him. But look what I found. Aww. He actually keeps the photo with him. Uncle Rocher cares deeply about you, madame. We've had our suspicions on you, and Uncle Rocher was the sole voice of dissent. He alone assured us that you would never have committed the crime. We were wondering where he found the confidence to stand up to us. Probably used up every last ounce of masculinity he had in him. Oh, really? Yeah, and didn't he tell you that he lost your locket in gambling? That's not true. He was merely too ashamed to tell the truth. Oh, that? I heard that story a long time ago, but I never believed it. Eh? My husband is many things. He may be timorous, somewhat cowardly, and a bit awkward, but he's also a salt-of-the-earth individual. He could be bamboozled, but he's no degenerate gambler. I didn't call him out because I was waiting for him to tell me the truth of his own accord. Wow, how nice of you. If only we could find him right now. Shh, look over there. I'm 100% certain that he's hiding in that box. Huh? It's an old habit of his. Whenever we get into a tiff, he'd go and hide in the nearest closet. My guy? And to think he thought I didn't know. Do you want us to fetch him for you? No need to inconvenience yourself. Let's see how long he can hold out in there. Right, there's one other thing I could use your help with. If you ever run into Curve and Agent talochard, please tell them the following. I've tidied up a few of the rooms, so they're welcome here anytime. Of course, the House of Lombroso is also open to the two of you. But, Harley... Alright, we get it, madame. Okay, then we'll get out of your hair. Paimon does hope Uncle Rocher will come out soon. Have a nice day! Thank you, and best wishes to you too. May you find the answers to all your questions.